Alright, so today's been a pretty good day. It was actually really busy today at work. I'm a waitress at a burger / ice cream place, and I make pretty good money there. I've been there for 10 years or more. I started when I was 15, and I'm going to be 27, and I had another job for like 6 months. I had a few different jobs in between, so I left for about a year, and so altogether I've been there for a little more than 10 years. So I kind of just wanted to talk about Mason and his job. So the people he works with, this light is really bright, it's like blinding me. The people that he works with are such jerks to him. Like, nobody deserves to be treated the way he gets treated. Like yesterday, I might have told you guys that he got sick and he came home from work. And his boss said it was alright. He has personal time, so he took the personal time, he went home, and when I got home from taking the kids to school, I could just see it in him, how sick he was. He was pale white, just laying on the couch, and he laid on that couch until 2 o'clock. So that goes to show how sick he was. Well, today when he went to work, they had a meeting, like a little meeting or whatever, and his boss said, he asked everybody, so is everybody gonna be adult and stay the whole day or something like that? I hope everybody's gonna be an adult and stay the whole day. Something to that extent. And then after that meeting, Mason was working on his line, and his boss came up to him and he said, hey, make sure that you follow the rules over here, or go by the rules over here, something like that. I really hate repeating stories because I just would hate to mix the story up. Because I really hate it when people do that. You tell them something, or somebody tells them something, and they say something completely different. But anyways, that's not even it. That's nothing compared to the things that he's had to go through at that job. And it just makes no sense to me why anybody would treat anybody that way. It's kind of like they're in middle school and people are bullying. Like, I thought we were out of middle school. He shouldn't be treated that way anymore. If I were him, I probably would have left already. I would have done something to get out of there. He is way stronger than I could ever be. One time, there was a part, they got a new line put up, and there was this part that was missing, and his supervisor, which is a total B to him, she comes to him and she tells him that he better find that part, and she's yelling at him in front of everybody, and I guess there was a big bin or something like that full of parts, scrap parts, and she was making him go through every single one of those parts, and she just kept saying, if you don't find this part, you're going to be sorry, or something to that extent. And finally, one of the kids that he works with, he says, hang on, I'll be right back. So he goes to the engineer's office, and he goes in there, and on his desk is that part. That part was sitting on the engineer's desk. So he takes that part and he gives it to the supervisor, and the supervisor doesn't tell Mason sorry or anything else. And the thing of it is she just assumed that it was Mason. She didn't even consider that it could have been anybody else. She immediately assumed it was Mason. Or one day, we were going to Lagoon, and he got vacation time. He got the vacation paper, and they approved his vacation. Well, so he was leaving. He still went to work, even though we were going to Lagoon, but he only had a certain amount of vacation time. So he goes in, he works the hours that he needed to work until he had to go. And as he's walking to his car, his supervisor was chasing him to his car. And I'm sure that I'm not going to explain it the way that it was, like as bad as it really was, because it was like a year ago, so I don't remember everything. But she asks him where he's going, just freaking out on him for being out there. And he says, I have vacation. I can't remember the story exactly, so I'm not even going to try. I thought I knew it, but I obviously don't. But what I'm getting at is, don't be a bully. Like, if you don't know somebody's past or their present or anything about them, don't bully them. Don't be rude to them. Because Mason has gone through so much in his life, and nobody knows the things he's went through, really, except for me and his mom and dad. And for people to treat him that way after he's gone through so much in his life, it's just ridiculous. And as far as Mason is right now, like, I am so surprised how far he's got in his life. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to leave that message with you guys. Just be nice to somebody. Like, if you don't know them, and mostly if they seem like they're off, or if they're different, or whatever it may be that makes you feel like you need to be an ass, you should probably give them a hand and be their friend. Okay? See you guys.